Well, folks, welcome to our show today. If you can tell by what we're packing here, we are heading out for a night hunt. We're down at Jeff's ranch, the Bucket Bass. And Jeff, you know, this would be a wonderful time to let our viewers know about the digital night scopes, night and day scopes. These scopes are just as good during the day, folks, as they are at night. You might wonder what I'm doing with this scope around my neck. This is the Photon XT. I've had this for several years, the first one that came out.
Correct.
Now I have advanced up to the Wraith, which is absolutely awesome. We'll get into that in a little bit, Jeff, but this is the first hunt with the Wraith. I've been checking it out really close and using it around the house a lot. But we're going to use the Photon XT. I just took it off. It works as good as the day that I got it years back.
Spotting scope.
Yeah, the best.
You bet.
The spotter.
You bet.
So we're going to use this for a spotter. Then this is the Photon RT.
Yep.
Which I'll just hold. You know, that you can see the changes through the years with them.
Quite a bit of shortness and length and whatever, but
still, all the awesomeness is still
right.
This one does not have the sound or the camera. The older one.
Right.
The XT. This one does.
So look, let's just talk a little bit about Sightmark and these photons. The one thing that's really nice about these folks is the price. You can go out there and you can get thermal imaging. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. It's just expensive. It's plain and simple. It's expensive.
It's expensive.
You know, for $500, here, give or take a little bit, you can have one of these, and it's digital night vision, and you're going to see those hogs at night. You're not going to have a problem seeing them. Now, the original XT, the only thing it didn't have compared to this one is this has the ability to record. Okay, so we can record our hunts at night. Now, the brand new Wraith has the ability to record, and it also has a color digital screen, which is really kind of neat.
Yes,
so
it is.
that's something new for Sightmark for their scope series. So awesome scopes, folks. Really give them a try. Believe me, they work very well. And hopefully we'll have a little video this afternoon or this evening of Luke making the shot on a hog with the new Wraith. So
yeah, and the good thing about it, we can film the still shots or the video with yours or with mine. The Wraith, of course, there's all kind of reviews, folks. The Sightmark Wraith, you can go on YouTube or whatever. But this is all controlled right here with a little toggle right here in the front. And it's so easy to work with.
Yep.
You know,
mine's got the digital, the turn knob here.
Yep.
But the cool thing about these things, folks, if you don't already know, there is an app out there that allows you to control these with your phone. And the neatest thing is I took my father on a hog hunt, and he has a really hard time kind of getting around and stuff. And he couldn't hit buttons for nothing. He was just trying to get the shot. But I was able to control this scope. With my phone. I was able to start the record button. I got it all on video for Dad because he couldn't do it.
Right.
But he was able to shoot a hog with it. So really, really kind of cool stuff.
You bet. It's really good. And then, comparing this to thermal, I've hunted hogs, and Jeff, this is some of the best hog hunting that I've ever seen here at your place, but hunted hogs for years. The thermal is hands down the best there is. I mean, I'm not trying to say that digital is better. It's certainly not.
Right. But it comes with a price tag.
Yes, but this gets the job done.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, Jeff, is this designed for coming out on a wheat field that's 400 yards and shooting
No.
running hogs.
No.
It's not. Well, what we do is target one hog at a time.
Yep.
For the meat.
And
Now,
for the most part, our shots aren't over 50 yards.
as a rule, I think the farthest I've ever used with this, the old Photon XT, I shot one time a little over 100 yards. Now it'll do it.
Oh, sure.
And with now, here's something to think about. With these external IRs, they're more powerful than the built-in little IR on the XT. So that was an improvement. Well, Jeff, I tell you, buddy, we're geared up and ready from the first, second generation, we'll call it, and now to the Wraith. This is what's out right now.
That's exciting. It's new stuff. These products are awesome,
Yep.
folks. You need to give them a try.
Honestly, Jeff, I've never done it, and I know you've never done it, but I am quite comfortably sure. I sight this thing. It's a little 223, and I pinpoint where I want to make the shots.
Sure.
With your Photon RT or this one, the new Wraith, I feel very, very comfortable at 150 yards. The deal is, I'm not sighted in at 150
That's true.
at night. But no, you light it up, you could see them out.
Oh, you'd have a tough time around here at this ranch finding
can't-
150 yards.
Well, without that, and that's one of the IR, that's one of the drawbacks to IR in the heavy brush. It
Yes.
illuminates everything around you.
Right.
You get a lot of feedback, if
Yes.
you will. But anyway, we're looking for a hog eating corn about 50 yards, and I bet we're going to find one.
We're going to have some fun
One or
trying
two.
for sure. So,
You bet.
folks, you stay tuned. We're glad to bring you another exciting episode here on a Sportsman's Life. And these two sportsmen are going to go out and
Get
pack some
pork.
hogs, huh?
Let's do it, buddy.
Put some pork on the ground. So, folks, stay tuned. We'll be back.
Let's do it. Well, folks, it is Luke Clayton, and I want to show you something right here that I am very, very proud of. My gearhead bow. I've taken a couple of hogs with it, and I'm deer hunting. I'm down at the Buck and Bass Ranch at a buddy of mine's, and I'm going to be deer hunting. Let me show you something here. Now, this is the coolest thing in the world, and the first time I have ever shot a bow with a shoot-through riser. I'm going to look right at you here. There's a riser here. There's a riser here. Look at the arrow on this gearhead bow, right in the middle. And if you think that doesn't make a difference, you know, for many, many years, me and I guess every other bow hunter been shooting one side of the riser or the other. This thing shoots straight through. Folks, check them out online. This is the bow that I hunt with, and I've got I love it, lots of confidence in it. GearheadArchery.com.
Well, folks, welcome back to the show. So Luke and I took the Wraith, took his 223 out last night. We saw some hogs.
We did.
We just unfortunately couldn't get on them. We were actually, we spooked one walking on acorns.
Yes.
They were crunching so loudly, we were trying to tiptoe in there, and
It makes being stealthily walking a challenge for sure. Yeah, we got right up on, and actually you saw the hog before I did. Pretty
Oh,
good
yeah.
sized boar, but you know, that's hunting. Doing it one show a week, every week like we do. Sometimes we get them and sometimes we don't, Jeff.
there's no guarantee in getting game, but it's guaranteed fun.
It's
They're
fun.
guaranteed fun. We had a great time.
Great time.
So, folks, you know, since we didn't get to show you a hunt from last night, we're gonna show you a hunt that occurred just recently with over the holidays with my sister, my twin sister.
Yes.
She came down and visited, and she shot herself a hog with the digital night scope.
That's
So
right.
we're going to show you that video here and let you check out what it looks like to shoot a hog through a digital night scope. All right, folks, welcome to the Buck and Bass Ranch. Twin sister Julie, who's better looking? Yeah, you got it, she is. Folks, we're heading out to the blind. It's December 30th, and we're gonna go see if we can't get Jules here on a hog. You've never hunted before, so what do you think? This is gonna be exciting, huh?
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I never thought I'd ever even think to shoot anything, but after listening to my sister telling me, think of it as a rat, a rodent, big rodent, then it's easier to shoot it.
Yeah, now, well, you're going to hopefully get an opportunity. There's been sounders of hogs. You've been seeing a lot of deer, too. So we're going to go, we're going to sit in the Vernon blind. And, we're going to see if we can't make something happen. So it's getting late in the afternoon, so we're going to sneak out there. We've corned the road, so hopefully we'll have some activity. We've been seeing hogs the last couple of nights at the feeder here at camp. And anyway, we're gonna slip into the blind. Julie's got my 300 blackout. It's got it's got the Photon Sightmark Photon XT, RT. So it records. So hopefully we'll get some video of her smacking one. So, well, you ready for some porkapalooza?
Sure, it's New Year's Eve tomorrow, so
yep, tomorrow's New Year's Eve, so hopefully...
Wouldn't that be nice to have some porker on the grill,
yep,
in the smoker? Porker in the smoker.
Well, folks, we didn't get it on regular video here because obviously it's after dark here at the Buck and Bass Ranch, but you just saw my sister shoot her first anything. She was the 300 blackout with the Photon RT Sightmark scope. What do you think of that scope? That's pretty cool, isn't it?
That was really cool.
So,
I never thought that I'd be able to see anything at night.
So give us a recap of your experience.
We just had a bunch of deer come in. Probably, what do we have, like 6 to begin with?
Yeah, then we had 2 more come in.
And then 2 more came in.
8 deer.
And they were fighting back and forth for the food, but there were also hogs at the same time that were out there, which you said doesn't normally happen, right?
Typically not.
And then Jeff kept saying, once the deer move on, the hogs will come through, and we waited and waited and had to wait for them to come up over the berm and get a little closer, and I had one move sideways several times, and I just didn't feel comfortable pulling the trigger. And then
a lot of heavy breathing going on over here.
I know. Totally. But I thought I got my zen, calmed myself, and I said, I got it. I'm sure I've got it.
I heard it hit. You definitely got it. It's a matter of if you hit them in the right spot. We heard squealing, folks, off in a distance, not too far in a distance. I mean, 20, 30 yards off from where she shot. We heard squealing, loud squealing, So
here's to hoping I get to drink out of the hog goblet.
Folks, we are back here at the Buck and Bass Ranch. Mitch and Julie Lukey, my twin sister Mitch. I almost said that. My twin sister Julie, brother-in-law Mitch, visiting us here at the ranch, and congratulations, Julie, you have connected. Awesome. Give us your quick thoughts. Speak up a little bit so we can hear you, but because it's starting to rain here.
It
But
is raining.
quick thoughts on this.
Thoughts are, yeah, I did it. I never thought I would ever do it. Mom was with me, and
So was I.
I know you were. And Demi was a great instructor because she gave me the heads up as to where I was supposed to go to target at, even though you told me, she had told me first, and I did it right where it needed to be, so we're there.
Well, congratulations. You guys have pork to take home, and I tell you what, this is going to be an absolutely spectacular eater right there. Awesome job. Well done. Okay,
Thank you.
let's go inside because it is starting to rain.
Oh, and guess what?
What?
I get to drink out of the
Yes.
hog.
Oh, no question. That's coming, folks. We are not going to break away here yet until the boar goblet comes out. Have you been successful in your hunts If not, maybe you need to change some of the products that you're using. Today, I want to talk just a little bit about Texas raised hunting products. Luke and I use these exclusively, and we use them because why? They work. Number one, it's paramount that you cover your scent. Texas raised hunting products makes Scent Guardian. We start with this product. We spray down, and it completely eliminates any odor that you might be carrying into the woods with you. We start with this product, and they have an array of products for all hunting situations, whether it's for buck scrapes. They have the little canisters here, buck DNA. We put these out, and the animals, I mean, they react to these. We've got some sow seduction that we use, brings in both boar and sow. They work extremely well. I encourage you folks to get out there and try some of these products. Use what works. We have been very successful using these products. Again, it's Texas Raised Hunting Products. You can find them at texasraisedhuntingproducts.com, or just as easy to reach out to catfishradio.org to learn more information about these products.
Well, friends, I want to show you what I use for night hunting. This is the Wraith by Sightmark. It's a digital, it's not thermal, but you can use it for daytime hunting. It has a color mode. It's color during the day, and at nighttime for shooting hogs and predators out to, I've killed them out to 125 yards, but I sight in for that distance. You could shoot them a lot farther. Go online to learn more about the Wraith. You can go to sightmark.com and check them out. Absolutely awesome hunting tool for day or night.
Folks, check out these videos here that we did, some daylight, some at dark, with the built-in camera in the Wraith. This thing is absolutely awesome. Now, the pictures, some were taken in bright light, some were taken in total darkness, but look at the objects that appear, you know, whether it's a target in daylight or trees in, in the dark of night. What I really like about the Wraith, and I'm going to be putting it to use, how about this? You go out on the evening, afternoon deer hunt or whatever for exotics or whatever, and you want to turn it into a night hunt for hogs, just stay put. This thing, the IR on it works really good at night. You can shoot hogs, and I think the distance in some of these videos that you watch might show you. I've been really careful about shooting hogs in the past with digital, up to maybe 7,500 yards. I have no problem with the Wraith out to 150 yards. I do need to check my zero out there. I haven't shot it that far, but if you're looking for a digital scope, day or night scope, I want you to take a look at the Wraith here. I don't think you could find a better value nor a better scope for that kind of money. Folks, it's your old buddy Luke Clayton, and I'm going to be out of the picture, but I want to impart some barbecue information on you right here. We all have different ways that we barbecue and different spices and seasonings. Well, this right here in this shaker is called Rodak's Coffee Rub. Now, Marvin Rodak manufactures this, makes it, and it was his idea. Right here we have what is hands down the very best barbecue sauce I have ever eaten. Best of Texas barbecue sauce. It's made by race car driver John Hale, of all people. Well, John knows what he's talking about when he's talking about racing cars, and also when he is making barbecue sauce. This stuff is awesome. But the combination of these two makes for the best barbecue I've ever made or ever eaten, and trust me, I've made lots of barbecue in my life. Have some wild pork right here. Just in an aluminum pan, and what we're going to do is give this a good dry rub with the Rodak Coffee Rub. Now, Marvin Rodak here actually has premium coffees that he offers. He'll sell the beans or the ground beans for you, the top 5% of the best coffees in the world, and I drink their coffee too, Rodak's coffee. But right now we're talking barbecue, so you wouldn't think coffee rub would be what you'd be looking for making barbecue. Trust me, it doesn't taste like coffee, the finished product, but there is just a hint of it. So what we're going to do is liberally season this, each piece. We're going to give it a bunch of bunch of the Wraith coffee rub here. I'm telling you what, this stuff here, I wish you could smell this rub. It is so good. We're going to take this and put it in the smoking tex. Plenty of this rub all over this meat. We're going to smoke this for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half in a smoking tex. And then we are going to douse it really good with our Best of Texas barbecue sauce. Cut that smoking tex down to about 190, and I'm going to let this go all night covered with foil. It's going to make some really good barbecue. So let's load it up in the smoking tex and get some smoke rolling. What do you say? And folks, here's our firebox to the smoking tex. We're going to put this down over the heating element. But this is hickory nuts. I have found them to be an awesome source of the smoke flavor. Now, we could use pieces of hickory wood, pecan, any kind of wood in our smoking tex. But these hickory nuts, they're easy to work with. I've got bushels of them around our place where I live, and I just picked up a bunch of them, and that's what I use for a smoke source. So let's load this smoke box in the old smoking tex and get it smoking. Folks, I think we are ready to start smoking. I have all those hickory nuts down there in the smoke chamber of our smoking tex. We have the wild pork chunks seasoned with the coffee rub right there. Let's let it smoke at 225 for a couple of hours, and then I'll just simply put some barbecue sauce on it and cover it with foil and let it cook all night. Then in the morning we will have us some really, really good pork barbecue. Hi folks, it's your old buddy Luke Clayton, and this ain't your grandpa's pump-up air gun. This is the Texan made by Air Force Air Guns, and it's the most powerful production air gun in the world. A few years ago I started shooting these when they first came out. I actually had a chance to test. They didn't really need any testing, but to shoot one of the 10 prototypes when it first came out. Now this is the improved model. This tank pressures up to 3,625 psi. This gun will develop, I believe it's 750 foot-pounds of energy shooting a 520 grain bullet. So this is your big daddy of air guns. If you want to get into hunting or shooting air guns, you know, you don't have to shoot a 520 grain bullet. I shoot a Nielsen specialty ammo bullet that's, I think it's 340 grains. But here you go. Check these out online. You can go to airforceairguns.com and check them out. But this is the one I've hunted with a lot. I've probably killed 30 hogs and a bunch of exotics, and I'm going to get after the deer here in Texas this year with it. airforceairguns.com. And folks, after about 13 hours in the smoking tex, here is the, as Paul Harvey used to say, the rest of the story. And look who's enjoying it here. We've been out doing a little hog hunting, Jeff and I.
We have.
Jeff is, what do you think? This is a good method of making
Hold on, I gotta just savor the moment.
Yes.
This, buddy, is delicious barbecue.
It is good barbecue.
Absolutely fantastic.
Wild pork, and that's just chunks of it, you know, just chunked up pieces. And some fresh broccoli and just a few little cheese and whatnot.
Absolutely.
But that's what the great outdoors is all about.
It sure is. So we're going to eat up here, and we hunted tonight. We had a couple hogs. They winded us. We saw one big one. Couldn't get on them, so it's not over. So we're going to eat. We're going to kick back and relax a little bit, and then we're going to head out to the blind, and we're going to sit out there for a little bit. So we'll bring the action to you live if we get some action. All right, folks, welcome back. What did you think of that video?
I tell you, that showed the digital at night.
Yes.
You know, what folks that might be interested in getting one, what they can see, what they can do, and during the day too. I mean, the Wraith, Jeff, I'm as excited about using that during the daytime.
Absolutely.
That color is vivid. I mean, and I've shot it in. I've had a chance to shoot it quite a bit. As good as any scope, my accuracy with it is good.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It's
well,
good.
yeah, exactly. And the nice thing is the multi-purpose. I mean, the ability to use that scope in the daytime and or the nighttime really allows you to use it at any time. So, but my sister, the look on her face, she got her hog. It was hilarious. First time.
Yep.
That's really the first time she ever hunted.
Right.
And now in Texas, you don't need a hunting license
For hogs.
For hogs. And so
Exactly.
yeah, so that was kind of cool. She
Yeah.
was all excited, so we sent her back home with pork. So
She
she
did.
was all happy. So
Sent her packing with pork.
exactly. Well, another fun adventure, folks, we had
Yeah.
here, and as always, we love bringing these shows to you, and we look forward to another great adventure next week. I know we've got stuff in the hopper.
We do.
Oh
We
yeah,
do.
that we're going to be bringing to you, folks. So stay tuned. We've got some fun adventures coming up, and for Luke and I, we want to thank you once again for joining us this week, and be safe in the outdoors.
That's it, Jeff.
All right, folks.
See you next week.
Next week.